Hey guys, Johnny from the Formcast, and today we will be covering Honchkrow for today's battle strategy. Honchkrow is personally one of my favorite Pokemon, so let's actually take a deeper look into him. Okay guys, looking at Honchkrow's stats, you can see that he is a dark flying type, meaning that he does have two immunities to both ghost, both ground and psychic, with quite a few weaknesses, being now with Fairy introduced in Gen 6, giving him an additional weakness, though he does have that rock, electric and ice weakness. Electric and ice aren't rarely covered, however stealth rocks are particularly used, and fairy types are now being used more commonly to counter dragons. But looking at his stats, as you can see there, we do have 100 in his attack, 100 in his HP, sorry, 125 in attack, 105 into special attack, meaning that you can run him either as a physical or special attacker. However, he's pretty much a glass cannon. He'll go in, maybe if you're really lucky, and takes a resisted hit like something like a ghost, grass, or dark type that you can see up there. But maybe if you do something like that, maybe, just maybe, you could try and get something out of Honchkrow. Personally, Honchkrow is a beast Pokemon, and actually let's hop into Pokemon Showdown so that you guys can see how to use him in battle. Okay guys, Honchkrow here, as you can see, can be used in two different ways, as you can see above on the top of the screen. Honchkrow can be used both as a physical and a special attacker, along with being mixed if you want to run it in that kind of sense. However, that's up to you to pick the moves that you want to use, but personally I'm going to show you a probably the better sets that I could think of for Honchkrow, and personally the things that I use Honchkrow with. So pretty much this is my set with Honchkrow. I run Brave Bird, Pursuit, Sucker Punch and Superpower with a Life Orb and running Moxie. Moxie gives you a boost for every time if an attack and you attack and feint an opponent. So this can be insanely powerful. For example, one way that I've always managed to get this is you bring it in against like a psychic type Pokemon or something like that, and they will tend to go for a psychic type move because psychic type moves are pretty good on most types except for dark types. This is where Honchkrow can take advantage. That's why I have Pursuit. Pursuit doubles in power if a foe is switching out, and it actually lands. So you get, it's like, okay, let's say a Pokeball is like switching out is +5 priority. Pursuit is like +6 priority. Think of it in that sense. It'll always hit before if an opponent switches out, and if they switch out and you get that prediction, you get that KO, bang, Honchkrow can start sweeping because it gets access to Sucker Punch. Sucker Punch is priority. Can go 80 base power, stab, it'll KO something if they go for an attack. For me, Honchkrow sweeps so well with Sucker Punch Pursuit. Then for someone that resists your Sucker Punches, like a fighting type, you can go into Brave Bird, 120 base power with a third of the damage you do as recoil. However, Brave Bird is a sort of move that you don't want to use too frequently because you don't want to go in, bang, kill yourself, unless you're running Roost, which personally I don't, and I run Superpower as my last move because of the coverage that it gives you. It gives you the access to hit Pokemons like Ferrothorns and stuff, Scissors for super effective damage, due to having them being steel types, and you being having a fighting type move means that you can like pretty much do a lot of damage, especially once you have a couple of boosts on you. Then there's this set. This is the special attacker set. I run the same item and such, with this kind of EV spread, 252 in both special attack and speed, with the last 4 into special defense and intimidator. Actually, I forgot to mention that my Honchkrow is pretty much the same, just instead of in special attack, it's special in physical attack, and I actually run adamant because Honchkrow can't really outspeed much anyway. So you could do the same here. You could run that modern nature if you want to get the most out of Honchkrow's attacks. Though here, remember, you do not have the priority, so you want to try and be fast. Personally here, I'm running Nasty Plot because Nasty Plot, you get that on a switch, and bang, times to attack instantly. You could potentially always run Calm Mind if you want to get them special defense boosts as well, but at the cost of only improving your special attack by 1 stage instead of 2. Then I'm running Dark Pulse for the stab move with the 20% chance to flinch and 80 base power. It's pretty much a Sucker Punch just without a special Sucker Punch without priority. However, the one thing that I did find out is that Honchkrow doesn't get access to many good special flying type moves. Actually, if you look, he only gets like pretty much access to like 2 or 3, if there's even that. I think it's only 1, which is actually Air Cutter. Air Cutter, along with Super Luck, can be quite a devastating thing, because critical hit ratio +1, high crit ratio, that means you're at a ×2 crit ratio, I think it is. And if you actually wanted to be prickish, you could run Scope Lens and boost the holder's critical hit ratio. Holder's critical hit ratio is boosted by 1. That means you have a guaranteed critical hit. Along with being stabbed, you're gonna get yourself a good chunk of damage. So that's one thing. And then for coverage, I'm running Heat Wave again for Steel type Pokemon that like resist your Flying and Dark type moves. You can run Heat Wave. This will 90% of the chance Oko a Ferrothorn if it's not specially defensive. Actually, maybe if it is specially defensive and you run that Modest Nature, you can probably maybe KO it. Then it'll also probably Oko Sizzle, because I'm pretty sure Sizzle doesn't like special attacks. But anyway, guys, this has been my review on Honchkrow. Honchkrow can be a very devastating thing if used correctly. Sadly, it is in UU, and pretty much I run this in any tier. UU and OU, and maybe if I ever do Ubers, I may take Honchkrow with me to Ubers, because this thing could probably tear holes in the team if this thing doesn't get stopped. So anyway, guys, with that being said, I'll see you guys. Well, actually, before we say that, I did want to mention one thing, which is there has actually been a new addition to the Formcast. You may think, what, an addition to what? That's right, guys. Another YouTuber, a good friend of mine, I've been talking to him because I know he enjoys Pokemon content, doing Pokemon videos, and so, well, I know he enjoys Pokemon. Personally, I don't know if he's up to doing the Pokemon videos. I know he said he would love to join the Formcast, because he's seen how well we're doing, which is great, because it shows that you guys are giving us that support, and if you guys give us that support, we can only improve. His name is Matthew. You can check him out on YouTube as MABswizzle. I will leave a link to his channel down below, and you can look in the description and you can find that. Maybe you'll actually end up enjoying his content. Well, he is gonna come to join the Formcast. Hopefully he will join and upload soon. The only thing is he's busy with 2 channels, because he runs his own one, and he actually does another channel. I'm not sure if he's actually doing that channel, but I know he is doing one with another bunch of friends of mine and his, but because we're all like good friends, and me and Matt actually go to school together and everything, so it's really easy for us to communicate to each other and everything, so that should not be a problem. But if you guys are excited to see me and Matt bring some new videos, well, as I said before, you can check him out in the description down below if you want to check out what kind of content he does. He tends to do he's like a more mixed kind of gamer. He doesn't like to stick to one particular thing. Most of his videos, I think, are actually Destiny, so he may be more first person shooter kind of thing. But hey, I know he's also done some of the scary games if you guys are into that. Personally, I'm not, so don't expect that from me. And I'll probably like end up shitting myself, because I'm a pussy. But anyway, with that being said, guys, make sure to leave a like down below. Comment if you did enjoy the Honchkrow set. Make sure to feel free to leave your own suggestions for your Honchkrow sets if you want me to try them out. Also, you can remember to leave a comment down below with the Pokemon you want us to cover next week. And with that being said, guys, I'll see you guys next time.